All right, so we got kind of a maintenance day going on here. Don't mind the mess on the floor. I'd said last year I was going to change the antifreeze in the 685. These D239 engines, it's better to change it every so often. So that's what's happening now. It's just draining down to the radiator slow. 3 gallon is what I got out. Many of you guys know this, but it makes a lot more sense to drain it at the block instead of the radiator, because the radiator is higher than the block. You won't get all of it out. You never will get 100% of it out, but on most of these, there's a block drain there. You don't want to get it all over your starter, so what I do, I make a little like slide out of cardboard and just fold the cardboard, stick it up there, pull your plug, and you're good to go. So that's done. The antifreeze is out. That mess was from putting it in too fast and it ran out the overflow. So it was pretty clean draining it at the block. Now, I know there's a lot of guys that say about flushing and all kinds of products on the market to flush your cooling system. That's fine if done right. I have no problem with that, but I still just change it often. If you change it often, that I think, I could be wrong, but I think that's the best kind of flush. Yeah, you'll get some buildup here or there, but I have seen flushes done wrong and block up all the cores in the radiator. So just, it's one of those deals. Just do it regularly, regular maintenance, and you won't have a problem. You don't have to buy all kinds of stuff to flush it out. So 3 gallon out, 2 gallon in so far. It's just bubbling down through. So we'll get this job done and should have some brand new antifreeze in here. This is the 50/50 premix. I'm pretty sure what was in there was pure antifreeze. I'll still go with what I'll do, I'll put probably 2 of the 50/50 in and then put a little bit of just straight stuff in, so it's no chance of it freezing. But anyway, there you have that project. All right, so you saw a little while ago, I did service the 986. For whatever reason, I always did this in the summer after first cutting was done. I don't know why, it's just the time of year. So like I say, I don't really care how many hours I put on. It gets done once a year. Everything gets done once a year. So that job's done. We got 78 hours on there. I did the fuel filters, the engine oil and filters, the water filter. Didn't crawl under for the hydraulic filter yet. We'll get to that. All right, so I serviced what I got done here. We haven't had any rain in, I want to say 5-6 days. It would have been the perfect time to bale hay, but the baler's still down, so we'll get into that eventually. Let's look and see what the ground looks like after 6 days of no rain. We haven't had that in 2 years, 2.5 years, so let's just take a look. All right, it's been pretty warm too. So the majority of the corn has tasseled and it's pollinating. So it doesn't look too bad. I want to go in there and see. I had planted radishes. This is where that manure pile was in there. So let's walk in and look at that. All right, so here where the manure pile was, we just have a blank space. It stands to reason that pile was sitting there a while. And the radishes are kind of slow here. There are some starting the way it looks, but with the herbicide too, it probably didn't help. It has a residual for broadleaves, so I'm pretty sure it's gonna keep the radishes down. So yeah, this corn looks pretty good, especially around the manure pile here. But anyway, I want to see how dry, how far down. And there's moisture within an inch. Yeah, 6 days of no rain. Yeah, about 6 days. And at least down in the bottomland, it's still wet, still muddy. So that's good. It's good in a way. There is some rain in the forecast to catch up here. So yeah, that'll work. The corn this year has just had perfect weather other than the spring trying to get it planted. Looks like there is a little bit of sign of, maybe it, not really sure what's going on there. Leaves are curled up. It could be from the heat. I mean, it's 90 today. You always look out and see like a pineapple field, so I don't know. We'll see. There is rain in the forecast. I'm not real worried about it just yet, but when you're used to an inch of rain every 2 days or 2 inches of rain every 2 days, it's strange. So But yeah, this corn looks pretty good other than where the manure pile was here. So I've said it a lot of times, I'm trying to get 200 bushels to the acre. It's a personal goal I have. I don't think we're gonna see it this year. We're gonna keep working at it. This is the 3rd year no-till. Like I said, I told this story a bunch of times, but the guy that used to farm here told me the best he ever did was 98 bushels to the acre. And the first year we did like 160. Second year we did 118. That was that rainy weather. So I don't know. It's too early to, I don't like doing that either, but we'll see what it does this year. But so far, the corn has just had the right kind of weather and growing conditions here in the Northeast. So we'll see. I doubt I'll hit 200, but possibly someday, not this year.